First off, I noticed you were busy yesterday on college campuses. What is the Department of Justice doing about what many people feel is a suffocating feeling on college campuses when it comes to free speech?
Well, we want to speak out, first of all, and call on presidents and trustees and legislatures and donors to make sure that their colleges aren't suffocating speech. No place in the country should we have more robust discussion than on college campuses. And I truly believe, in talking to a lot of young college graduates, that we've drifted way too far in controlling speech. And I wanted to make that point, number one. Number two, we can intervene and will intervene in various lawsuits where we believe students are being overly constricted in their right to speak out and express themselves. It is a civil right. The Department of Justice has a duty to defend people's civil rights.
Well, Mr. Attorney General, as you know, you watch TV. It's not all sides that are being suffocated. It's just one side. It is, you look at what has happened out in California when people have tried to go out and speak at Berkeley. I think it was Ben Shapiro just a week or two ago was supposed to go out there. Cost him $600,000 to protect the conservative guy simply for exercising his freedom of speech.
Right. You have what we see often is the heckler's veto, we call it. That means that a group of protesters raise a ruckus before a speaker comes, and often the speech is either canceled or put in a secondary location that's not effective. There is a bias, I think, personally, pretty clearly against conservative speech. Ben Shapiro, a 33-year-old brilliant Jewish Harvard law graduate, they sent out a notice before he came to Berkeley and said, if it upsets you so badly, we will give you counseling to the students who might be faint or something if he spoke there. This is, kind of ridiculous. We need robust, open debate on college campuses, and that's the ideal that has made our universities great.
What about the football field? Because you have said that the NFL players, that they should stop kneeling for the national anthem. A lot of critics of yours this morning saying, well, isn't that a symbol of free speech?
Look, I believe that every American should, as a matter of propriety and love of country, should not place their political views in a situation where you don't stand for the pledge or the national anthem. Everybody should do that. The president is exactly right to say no matter what you think of Hillary Clinton or President Trump, you should stand when the national anthem is played. And so he's correct to speak out against that, and I believe the players should stand. They can make their protest any other place, and if the owners allow them, they can speak out, I guess, on the field. But as a matter of propriety and love of country and decency, you should stand when the national anthem is played.
Should it be a rule? We've been debating that this morning. Should it be a rule? Do you think the NFL should force those players to stand? A new Reuters poll has 58% of Americans agree that a rule should be put in place to make sure that every player is standing during the national anthem. Every American should stand during the national anthem. Do you agree with that?
I do. I think people should stand. I think it should be a formal rule of the league. They'll have to make that decision, but they should be able to say to the players, if you're on our field in our game, paid by us, you should respect the flag and the national anthem.
Mr. Attorney